What's really good, everybody? Thank you for tuning in and hanging out and doing the stuff. Make sure that we are here. Sorry, they're talking in my ear right now. You guys are here, and I am here, and we are about to get down. Tales of the Towering Timbers, Episode 4. Last time we were here, well, I guess, let's bring the rest of the group back in here. They're they're chatting. We're about to take a camping trip, so uh yeah, August 6th we won't be here. So that's like 3 weeks away. But uh we're if I bring them in and we hear about some camping and stuff like that, that's what we're talking about. Uh but anyways, if you're here, make sure you follow us on Instagram, dungeon_oasis. If you're watching this on YouTube later, make sure that you like and subscribe, so we can finally get to affiliate out on YouTube. Let's go ahead and we're gonna bring everybody in now. Andrew, I heard you and I'm excited, and camping is going to be real fun. I hope the rest of you guys can join in too, because it's going to be a good time. We'll have to talk about where that's going to be uh, at a later time, because we're live and doing the thing right now. Unless you want to invite everybody on the internet, we can invite everybody on the internet if you want.
Yeah. Big old just Twitch party in the woods.
We're going somewhere. You guys
Yeah.
you guys can all come. Message me for deets. Uh Dinner roll, you already know what it is. Appreciate you, Chuck. Uh Last time we were here, according to what I watched earlier today while I was sitting in the Target parking lot, we took out some displacer beasts that were sitting at the front of a cave underneath a fake bush in the woods of the Towering Timbers. I'll go ahead and move you guys over to another map real quick. You guys see this little icon right here, this little ampersand?
Yep.
That is you guys. That is your current location. If you guys notice, I kind of adjusted the scale of the map and things like that, so you could take your ruler if you want to and measure how many miles you guys are out of the city and how far away things are, stuff like that. Um, that is that is a thing that we can do now. Uh, I have saved on my GM layer the names of places and things like that, um, so we can bring that up as necessary. Um, I went ahead and removed the handout that you guys had with this map on it, and I'm gonna make a new map for you guys, one that you could have procured in your time here in Wellgrove. But where we are right now, you guys have traveled about 12 miles. So it was the nighttime. You guys left in kind of mid afternoonish and headed out. You guys traveled for about a half a day. The rest of the day, you guys were looking for a spot to camp, and you came across this bush that was unlike any other bush in the forest. You guys established that it was in fact a fake bush. Under that bush uh, appeared to be some sort of goblin hideout. Uh, as you guys opened up the the latch under the bush, some arrows flew out. You guys dove down in there to check it out. What we're looking for is the supplies of the Miner brothers that reside in Wellgrove when they're not out doing their mining thing up in the mountain over there. Sorry, I need to get a new mouse, so I tried to scroll up and I just scrolled way down. Uh, the Picker brothers, Augustus, Jepson, and Sonny, um, have tasked you guys to go and find out what's going on with their shipments that have never arrived in Wellgrove. Uh, the former owner of the town general store uh, also seemed interested in what was going on, but he was also kind of drunk and not really able to be of much help when you guys went to go check on him after seeing a new alabasters show up in the town of Wellgrove. This is the first all your guys' characters have really seen of alabasters, but you all know that they are the leading producer of just about everything arcane as far as the common man goes. They are in charge of just about everything to do with uh, powering airships. They are the ones in charge of producing rare materials for people that need such things for their inventions. They are an artificer's best friend. They are a druid's worst enemy. You guys took the info from the Picker brothers. They offered you guys some gold to head out and find out what was wrong with their shipment and things like that, like we covered. Um, you guys found next to this bush an abandoned cart uh, that Suckus ended up kicking and making sure it still worked, uh, essentially knocking over the cart that you guys had brought with carrying goods, hoping to uh, get hijacked, essentially. Um, you guys entered into the hideout, were attacked by goblins. You guys went into the hideout to find some displacer beasts. You guys beat up two displacer beast kittens and an adult displacer beast. After that, there was a little bit of investigation on the goblin that had attacked and was kind of standing ground. Um, upon uh, some investigation on that goblin that was down, he had a tattoo of a displacer beast, um, the Black Panther with the spiked tentacles, um, and underneath that, the letters HBC. You guys also heard the uh, goblins farther back in the cave saying that the Hidden Bush Gang doesn't take orders from anyone. I said HBC, I meant HBG. You guys are all smart enough to establish that this goblin had uh, a gang tattoo. Um, he is a member of the Hidden Bush gang, and their symbol, their logo, is a displacer beast. You're not quite sure how deep that connection goes, but you do know you just fought some displacer beasts, and this goblin has this tattoo on them. We're gonna go ahead and move you guys again. So a couple of you are pretty wounded. I believe that's Suckus and Adden. Uh, you guys are, feeling it. You guys are sitting there on the stairwell. The moonlight shines down from above. Uh, Gus, you were actually the one that got the investigation on the uh, the goblin, if I remember correctly. Um, and I believe that Erithar uh, came around that rock right there and took an arrow before the um, the goblin fled deeper into the cave. As it stands right now, we have uh, Suckus and Adden on the stairwell, Gus looking towards Erithar's direction with the fallen goblin behind him. In between you two is a path littered with bones of fallen people. Um, you guys can all roll insight for me if you would like, to get a little more information on what has been going on. Um, Adden, you have the suspicion that these skeletons in this path here are those of traveling merchants and things like that, people that have been bringing goods into the town of Wellgrove. Uh, Erithar, you are way more worried about what is in front of you than anything that's behind. Uh, Gus and Suckus, you guys are 100% positive that these guys are the ones that have been taking out the people traveling into Wellgrove. Um, whether they have been doing it for their own well-being or for someone else, you're not entirely sure. Um, but you guys both saw Erithar call the other goblin a thief, and you heard his reaction. His eyes lit up, and he was like, uh, uh, before he shot. Uh, the group as a whole knows that there is uh, some stuff going on here. Um, we are still in initiative order. I don't know if you guys can see the turn order or not. I did a lot of like page switching and stuff during my prep, so I don't know that the turn order is actually up for you guys.
I don't see it.
It is not.
Okay.
I see it, but it just says unknown creature with one.
Okay.
Same.
Okay. So I will let you guys know the turn order. Succus will be the first to move. Adden will be second. Gus will be third. Erithar is fourth. And then our unknown creature is sitting at the bottom of initiative order. So, given all this information and all this recap as to what has been going on and what this all is, Succus, we will start with you. What do you do right now?
Good question. Guess I'm just gonna use most of my movement because I was partially on the steps. I don't know how close I was to the bottom.
Yeah, the stairs are double movement. You were like, I think you were at the bottom. You were like on the bottom side of Adden, correct? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So you're pretty much at the bottom. No double movement for you. You can get as far as you want to get.
I'm just gonna use all my movement to get here then, and then just gonna. I'll ask Erthar and Gus if there's anything around the corner, and I'll just lazily hold an attack action.
Okay. Erithar, you know for sure you were shot at by some sort of bow, uh, and a goblin fled around the corner. Um, well, maybe it's a corner. They went to the other side of the rock. Feel free to respond.
Our objective.
Our objective, he says.
Can everyone continue?
If that's it for Succus, we will move to Adden.
Yeah, I'm good.
I'm just gonna move to here.
Okay.
I can have a line of sight down there and over there. That should put me, within Gus's range, but he already gave me 9 temporary hit points, so I'm not going to re-roll that. I'm going to hang on to that 9.
Gus, if you would like to try to roll for Succus, you could do so as well. I'm not sure I remember what Succus's temp HP is at.
Yeah, it's 2 more. I'll take it and thank you.
Yes, yeah, because the temp HP doesn't stack, but you can take the higher one in this situation. So,
And then outside of that, I'm going to just hold my action to shoot anything hostile.
sure. So is that going to be the end of your turn in particular?
Yeah, I just want to see what's going on first. How
Sure.
is Aethar doing pretty good? I can't see his HP bar.
I mean, Erithar is looking confident.
Okay, I know Gus is doing good.
Yeah,
I'm great.
yeah. As far as how Erithar looks, as he's half covered behind that rock and the first rock jutting out into the pathway, and from what you can see, his armor is still shiny and he is still feeling it.
Perfect. I just realized a problem. I think I'm looking the wrong direction. Everyone else is looking left. I'm looking right.
As far as your token goes.
Yeah.
Well, in some instance, you'll be looking the right way when everyone else is looking the wrong way. So you
We're
guys,
good.
you guys can make it so all your tokens are looking the same direction, and I will happily adjust those all at a later point in time. But for now, we move to Gus. You stand above not directly above, but next to the fallen goblin with the tattoo. Succus now stands just before you. On the other side of Succus is a fallen skeleton with blood dragged in that general direction. You see Erthar about to go out of view behind a rock jutting out into the path. You look back, you see Adden back there holding his knocked bow, kind of playing sentry right now, making sure that nothing comes up. You see the moonlight stairs behind you. What's running through your mind right now?
I think I'm kind of feeling invincible.
Okay.
Like, I don't know. I feel like we're just like my blood's pumping. I'm just the adrenaline's high, and I'm just kind of like shell shocked, I guess, almost just trying to like overly focused on the battle, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, you guys just took out a family of displacer beasts and a goblin with a gang tattoo, and there's definitely more ahead, given what you've heard shouted from beyond Erthar. What do you do at this moment?
I'm just I'll charge up next to Erthar. Just just move to here.
Okay.
I think I'll just wait here and I'll hold an attack if anything comes in melee range.
Oh yeah.
That'll do it for me.
Adden, you feel the warmth of the aura of Gus leave you as he moves forward. Erthar, your friend Gus pulls up right next to you. You see Succus directly behind you as you peer over your left shoulder. As you look over your right shoulder, it's nothing but rock. You see Adden back in the distance, the moonlight covering the stairs, a small path laid out before you where you know a goblin fled, saying, "The Hidden Bush Gang takes orders from no one." He shot at you as you came around this corner. What do you do?
I'm going to use my psionic mind ability to ask Adden if he can continue so I don't have to yell.
Did I respond to that?
Not
Not
psychically.
Yeah,
but
not telepathically, but you do definitely hear that, and you're free to respond.
Give a thumbs up.
Yeah, you are able to see the thumbs up.
All right, going in.
As you come into view of a goblin, you do take an attack that he had been holding on to.
Sure.
Does a 13 hit?
No, it does not.
Okay, as you come around that second rock jutting out in the path, an arrow slides between you and the rock, smashing into the rock behind you. Like Gus, you see this plain as day. This arrow come flying by Arathar, smashing into the rock and onto the ground. Arathar, feel free to continue. As you look down this path, you see tree roots coming out of the bottom of the path. A couple more rocks set on either side. As you look down this narrow hallway, beyond the goblin, you see these boxes stacked up along the wall, as well as more natural rocks and tree roots from above coming down, kind of lining the floor and the wall.
Gonna move the rest of my movement. And I'm going to bust out my spear and throw it.
All right. Send it. The 19 will definitely hit. Go ahead, roll me that damage. Hell yeah. As you cock back your spear and let it go, it pierces the
Oh
goblin.
wait, hold on. My bad, I clicked the wrong one. I clicked the melee one.
I mean, does the range do more damage or less?
Oh no, that was a two-handed one. Why do I have +4 on the? Oh,
Your strength?
take 2 off of
The
off
8.
of off of the 8 because I have an extra 2 for one-handed weapons, my fighting style.
Got you. Okay. So as you throw this spear forward, it definitely catches the goblin, but he's able to turn around. Kind of 360 pirouette sort of thing. He was already turned around facing you to shoot that bow, but you have he turned around after that, and you threw your spear, caught him right in the back, kind of underneath his collarbone. As he turns around, there's a spear sticking out, just kind of, but he looks you dead in the eyes. Do you say anything? Do you have what happens after you throw this spear?
I don't think I say anything because I've already decided that these are the culprits that we're after. They shot at us, clearly not friendly. There's
Sure.
nothing else to say. I'm gonna stare right back at him.
Okay. I had these goblins at a 1 initiative. What would be after you? So I'm going to allow him his action now. And then as I don't know if you guys can see the turn order now. Can you guys see it now?
Yep.
Cool. So after this round, they'll fall into order where they rolled initiative at. But for the sake of this round, we're going to keep them at the initiative 1. So he will respond, whether you say anything or not. As your silence speaks volumes, and you see this goblin. He's turned around. His this spear sticking out of his like upper right pectoral muscle. We bow to no one. As he lets an arrow go from his bow. But an 8 misses as a 13 missed earlier. And he flees further into the cave. You also hear, they're coming! They're coming! And a booming voice that you do not recognize. Well, bloody hell, stop them! And we head back to the top of the order with Succus. All of you guys hear these voices echoing through the cave chambers. So Succus, you definitely hear the goblinoid voice, and then the second voice did not sound of goblin descent, but that of a human.
Interesting. Go ahead and cautiously peek around the corner.
As your wounded self creeps around the corner, you see nothing, not even Erithar.
I'll move another 10. And yeah, I'm just gonna kind of give Gus a little look that kind of translates that I'll hold the back in because I figure he's going in around the corner, and I'm just gonna hold an action, an attack action for a hostile creature.
Okay. Adden, we move to you.
Yeah. That's movement there. 30?
Yes, your movement is 30.
I didn't see Succus and Gus, and that's about it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to same thing, hold the same arrow. Shoot anything hostile.
Okay. Is that the end of your turn then?
Yeah.
Then we fall to Gus in the initiative order.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and move up. I guess I'll, you know. Oh, actually, I see a box. I'm gonna dash.
Okay.
I'm just gonna stay at this corner right here.
Okay. As you move past Erithar, you see, of course, with your dark vision, the boxes lining the walls. Beyond the boxes, you see a bunch of random pickaxes, shovels, things like that, laying on the ground next to this giant barrel with another turned up on its side. Some broken wood next to that. In between you and the broken wood, you do see a couple chairs pushed out from what looks like the corner of a table.
I'll just I'll look back to my team that can kind of see me, and I'll just kind of like, I don't know. I'll just whisper back that I see the loot.
Okay. You also see that there is, you see a goblin's arm as he looks shaking, poised to defend, if you will. Also, in this chamber that you're coming up on, your dark vision lets you see everything up against the wall, but there is candlelight illuminating the table and chairs.
Can I extinguish flame? Hold on. That'd be fun. I need to get something like that.
You do not see the source of the light, but you know it is there.
Okay. I'll just kind of noticing the limb. I'll just kind of look at Erthar and kind of point to kind of signify that there's an enemy right around this corner for us.
Sure.
That's it.
Okay. As you turn back to Erthar and you kind of give him the look like, hey, right here. As you turn back, that arm is gone. Erthar, we move to you. You just received notice from Gus that an enemy was just around the corner. What do you do? Kisty, what's good? Thanks for tuning in. We appreciate you. You already know what it is. Hope you're having a good night.
I'm gonna use my last 5 feet of movement to kind of duck out of line of sight of that dude.
Okay.
And,
I was trying to catch your line of sight, but I was on the wrong layer, so I couldn't actually click on what your line of sight was. But you did see that gentleman standing there.
I did see him for a moment before I stepped out.
Yes. He looked definitely not of goblin descent. He was in fact human, and he looked to be wearing a nicer jacket. He was dressed far better than these goblins, and looked as if he could be in charge. If you would like to try to duck out of his sight, I will need you to use your action to try to hide. If that's what you want to do. Otherwise, he will know that you were there. I'll let you move back to the position you were in if you want to.
No, that's fine.
Change that. Okay.
I'll let him know that. Well, I'm fine with him knowing that I'm here.
Okay.
But as long as he has to come up farther to get me. That's
Yeah.
fine.
At the moment, moving like that would give you complete total cover.
I'll just say are you in charge here?
You hear a response. Aye. Who be ye? It is his turn next, so I'll let a minor conversation happen at this moment, if that's what you want to have happen.
Are you behind the robberies of supply chains?
I'm a working man, yes. What's your business here? Go away.
We've been hired to make the robberies stop. Either you do that by choice, or we make you do it.
You hear him yell. Run! Get out of here! As you hear papers rustling, and what... Actually, roll me perception real quick, if you would, please. You do have an action left, correct? Yeah, you do. You haven't.
Yeah.
Yeah, you haven't. You haven't done an action yet. You even on a 4, you hear the unmistakable sound of a coin purse being snatched off a table.
Can I one last couple of words?
Sure. I mean, you still have a whole action, so like, yeah, I'm kind of. You have a little more free reign than I'm going to give the responder, because he will get to respond once your turn is completely over. So,
I'm just gonna yell, "They're running!"
and is that the end of your turn? Like, you didn't use an action, so
Yeah, I'll use the dash action then.
ooh, okay. Ooh, so you get right up in his grill.
Yep, if he wants to run, he has to take that attack.
Okay. You see that he has one hand on a scimitar, the other on a bag of what looks to be coins. As you come around the corner, you see him picking the bag up, and some papers slide around on the table, and he like looks at him, looks at you, looks at the paper, and is like, "Fuck it." And that is the end of your turn. Am I correct in that?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't have a bonus action.
He will slice at you with that scimitar.
Yep.
But that is a good old 7.
Man, my shield has put in work today.
But he will try once again. Does a 16 hit?
It does not.
Okay. with his other hand, he has the coin purse. And he does try to leave your melee range, which does provoke an attack of opportunity. Should you like to use your reaction to take that?
I would.
Okay.
Fuck.
Unfortunately, a 7 is not going to do it as he quickly uses his scimitar to kind of hit the handle of your warhammer and slash it over to the side as you down into the ground. The Hidden Bush Gang takes no deaths. And you see him run to another entryway past a goblin who stands there looking kind of terrified with a spear sticking out of his chest.
Give me back my spear.
Suckus, we come back to you.
Let's see.
He also exclaims, which Suckus, you hear as well. Run, mates, run! Abandon ship!
I'm gonna slowly move around this corner then.
As you come around the corner, you see Gus looking forward, eyes on Erithar, who he sees by just a smidge. Darth, you already know what it
Can't quite
is.
tell.
My guy, thank
But
you.
is this
You already
actually
know.
a path, or is that cave wall?
I'm sorry, where? That is cave wall right there.
Okay.
Yeah, if there's a path, you'll be able to see down it, assuming
Okay.
you can.
Gotcha. With
yeah.
the light.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna get up right behind Gus. Not be all of my movement.
Yeah, from your current position, you definitely, with your dark vision, see everything within your line of sight behind you. But you do see the lit up cavern in front of you with the boxes and the tools and the roots coming out of the wall.
By the way, just to
Darth, I
double
feel
check,
that.
because I don't have dark vision. How long did that
But
granted dark vision last?
yeah, you
An
were.
hour.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, you do have dark vision currently from Gus's
Yeah.
powers.
I just
Yeah.
wasn't sure if it was like a 10-minute thing or what. If I'm about to go blind in here.
No, we should be plenty good.
Okay.
Yeah, I doubt we will go 100 rounds in the cave down here. We might, I guess, but I doubt it. So you do have an action. Are you holding the action? Are you gonna do something with your action, or
Um, I'll hold an action, but now I'm two-hand holding the quarterstaff.
okay? Then we will move to Adden. You're solo back there until you come around the corner. You see your friends once again with your dark vision. You have dark vision granted by Gus, right? Or you?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
I
So
think he gave it to all of us, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I think that Aerith,
Arthur and I don't have natural.
I have it naturally, but he gave me like the
the
super version.
yeah, the 500 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you still see the opening behind you, as well as your friends out in front.
What's this? The table?
That is looks to be the side of a box posted
Okay.
up against the wall.
I'm not sure it wasn't a token or something. I'm lagging, so I'm gonna dash.
Okay.
Can I go here?
You certainly can.
Perfect.
Yeah, you find yourself tucked in really nicely, with a bit of rocks on either on one side of you, and or I guess you're kind of tucked up in a tree. The next space over would be against a rock. Um, but yeah, from where you are, you too now see the stacks of boxes posted up against the wall, the the shovels and pickaxes next to it, as well as a barrel laid up on its side.
Yeah, that's gonna be the end of my turn.
Okay. Do you say anything to the party as you arrive up at their rear, or um,
Uh, no.
okay,
I mean, I haven't really seen much. I'm just been listening to them.
sure, that's fine. Uh, Gus, you see Adam kind of rushing up behind you, and he tucks up in. Kind of he's looking wounded, um, just like Suckus. You see the the shoulder guard of Erithar as you peek around the rocks into the larger lit up cavern. What do you do?
How long or how far is diagonal? I don't remember. Is it 7.5?
It's 7.5. So if you take two, that's 15 feet.
Okay, I'll do that.
Are we going back to that?
Oh yeah, no, I forgot.
Oh,
We switched. It 1 square is 5 feet, no matter regardless of the direction. So if you move diagonal 5 feet, that's 5 feet. If you move diagonal again, that's 5 more feet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if you can do it, the bad guys can do it. So, but that is what it is. As you come into this cavern, you see a lit up table with a candle on the inside. So a paper lays on the table with pushed out chairs. You see what I described to you before with the boxes and the tools and the barrels and the wood. As you enter into the chamber on the other side of the table, you see a chest with gold in it. You also see a cage. In the cage, Erithar, obviously you see this too being in there. But in the cage, backed into a corner, is what looks to be a small dog.
Just like hiding in the corner.
He is hiding in the corner of this cage. The cage is, it looks to be locked and um, uh, well closed. Let's put it that way. I just posted in the Roll20. Kind of think of this, but as a smaller puppy version.
Oh, that's adorable. Uh, Yeah, sorry guys. I'm gonna dash over to this cage.
Okay.
And I'm gonna try to get the dog's attention and just see what it does naturally.
Go ahead, make me an Arcana check, if you would, please. As you are dashing over to this cage, you know for a fact that this is there's some sort of magic on this cage. What it does or what it means, you're not quite sure. But there's something magical about the cage.
Gotcha.
The dog continues to look scared, backed up into the corner.
Can I say anything to it, or
Yeah,
I
sure.
just say you okay? You hungry? You all right, bud?
Give me an animal handling check. Oh, you see that the dog who was sitting there with its ears back and tail tucked between its legs, as you speak to it, its ears kind of perk up a little bit. It's still got the tail between its legs. It does not look comfortable in the slightest. But something about your presence has struck an interest with it.
I was like, I'm looking through my stuff. Can I dispel magic or something? Let's see.
I'm going to run to the bathroom real quick while you check your sheet, and I'll be right back.
Oh, it just detects it. I read the second part about penetrating and excited for half a second. I was hoping I'd dispel magic, but I don't. It doesn't look like I do.
I think Dispel Magic's the third level spell, newest.
Oh, gotcha.
I think.
All right. Sorry about that.
I don't have anything for magic.
Okay. So you use your action to dash, correct?
Yep.
Okay. Do you have anything else?
Nah. I'm just checking out this dog.
Okay. The goblin who you see out of your peripheral with a spear sticking out of him. No! Slides over to you. And with his scimitar, he strikes out with a natural 20.
Miss?
Oh, no,
No,
I don't know.
okay.
I don't know about
Probably
that.
not.
I mean, nothing super cool happens, but you do take 12 points of damage as he swings and slices at you.
Did you lock this dog in here?
Oh, shit. Oh, it's back good. He feels no need to respond to you as he sits there bleeding out of his chest. But Arathar, it is your turn.
All right. We're gonna go here, here. I'm gonna swing at this goblin.
Okay. You do have advantage because of flanking. The 23 definitely hits. And that 9 damage is enough to take him out. What does it look like as you move past this goblin and slay him?
He's so insignificant. I don't even look at him as I drive by. Just clothesline him with this hammer.
Ooh, nasty with it. He falls forward as you kind of crack him right in the back of the head, and your spear like pops up out of his chest and falls down on the side next to him.
Cool. Where was I? I was here, yeah. We're here.
Yeah, so the corner of the table, kitty corner of that space, one above it.
Yep, okay.
Yeah.
As I run up behind this guy, I'm just gonna toy with him, and I'm using my psionic mind and say, "You're next."
Ooh, okay. Okay.
I don't have a bonus action, so that's it.
Okay. As you come into this corner,
Yeah, I see his little arm.
oh yeah, he's gonna take a shot at you for sure. That's 21 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
So that's gonna be 4 points of piercing damage as he was waiting.
Gotta love temp HP.
And I'm sorry, you said that was the end of your turn, correct?
Yeah, that was.
Okay.
Is that 6 for me for the end of my turn?
Yeah.
Excellent. That just worked out really well.
The person in which you are chasing brandishes his scimitar, hears the words in his mind, and his eyes like light up like, you're not normal. He takes 2 swings. Don't mind that third one. Can you guys see my rolls actually?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Like you guys were complaining about that a little while ago, and I thought about it, and I was like, you know what? I'll just show them. Fuck it. So, 21's hit. Am I right?
21s do hit.
then you take 12 points of damage as the they come in hot. Of course, he does have movement, and he's going to use it. And he's going to leave your space. So go ahead and make me that attack of opportunity should you want to do so. Uh, 19 is enough to break his AC. 7 points of damage. Okay. I really need a new mouse, guys. I'm sorry. I keep trying to scroll with my scroll wheel, and it's just not working. But as he flees into the darkness down the path, Suckus, we move to you. Darth, sometimes a dog just does think it just needs some treats. It just needs a little love, just a little bit, just a little love.
Go ahead and just join the middle of the room.
Yeah, you see everything that I described for you: the tables, the chairs, the treasure, the cage, the dog, the wood, the barrels, the tools, the crates. You see some fishing poles laid out next to you. Some more crates over there on the side. You see Arathar looking down into another path. Gus over there, like knocking on this cage, like it's okay, puppy. Was that just your movement to get there, or did you dash?
No, that was just my movement.
Okay, yeah. So you are, yeah. What are we doing?
I think I'll do what I did before. Yeah, I don't have any bonus action. But I'll go ahead and I'll keep it as before. 2-hand quarterstaff. Ready
Okay.
to attack.
Okay. Okay. Adden, once again, we come to you. As you enter into the room, you see everything I described before: the cage, the dog, Gus. There's a dead goblin on the floor, spear laying next to him. You see some fishing poles laying there next to you. Some boxes just on the other side. Suckus in the middle of the room next to the table, the chairs, the paper, the light on the table. You do see the treasure, the wood, the barrels, the tools, the crates. What do you do?
I was hoping that the path went down south, not over to the east, what it looks like.
I'm sure your ranged ass did hope that.
So I'm assuming I don't see Aethar, and I'm guessing he went the only way I can't see.
That is a fair assumption.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna dash again.
Okay.
I'd rather.
All right.
I'm gonna sit in a chair.
Okay.
My free action.
Free action, plop a squat. I dig it. Gus, we move back to you. What is it? You see you've gotten something out of this creature, but as far as you know, you have no real way to get him out. You know that there is a lock on the cage. With your Arcana check, you know that it is looks to be magical.
Does anyone have any idea how to open up a magical lock?
No.
We'll figure it out after the enemies are down.
All right, puppy. I'll be right back. I'll promise I'll be back. Get you out of here. So I still have another 5 feet. What do I want to do here?
From your current position, you can see down the hallway. You see a backpedaling captain standing next to a goblin who actually, since you're there, he can see you too, and he's going to let his held shot out. But that's a nat 1. And he blindly misses. But beyond that, you see what looks to be like hay beds laid out on the ground. Another goblin in the back brandishing a scimitar, kind of like waving, looking towards the captain.
Okay. I think I'm just gonna move up another 5 feet and take a swing at this guy. That missed.
Okay. That is not the one that shot at you. The one that shot at you was next to the captain, but swing regardless.
Okay, gotcha.
Ooh, you know what it is. Roll me that D100. I mean, it looks super cool as you come in and just obliterate this thing. What does it look like as you come around the corner? Your eyes like scan everything and you come up and just annihilate this guy. What does that look like?
I think I just take my warhammer and just do a big like aerial swing and then just right in the side of his head into the wall.
Yes. Yes. Blood and gore. I'm here for it.
And then I'm gonna point at the leader. Holy shit! And ask him if he locked up that dog.
English is our first language, I promise. He belly laughs, but gives no No response. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, I don't think I want to waste a spell slot.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
That's another nat 1 as this guy comes up and tries to swing at you. He misses wildly, but no repercussive effects. But the one you saw further down the path dons a bow and takes a shot. Does a 16 hit?
No.
So he just misses, sliding an arrow into the back of the slain goblin before you. And Erithar, we move to you.
I need this guy out of my way, so I'm gonna swing at him.
Okay. Send it.
Actually, can I traverse over dead enemy? Yeah, I can, right?
Yes. Technically, it's uneven terrain. So
Cool,
it would be double movement, but yeah.
10, 20, 25. All right. I will swing now.
Okay. I will grant you advantage.
Thank you very much.
I am a generous DM, even though I am a murderer. Ooh, that's a good thing you had that advantage. It's still a miss, though.
Yeah. Well,
I believe you do have 5 more feet of movement if you would like to move beyond that. I mean, last time you passed the goblin, you didn't even look at him, so it makes sense to me that this time you did the same thing and didn't even look.
I mean, it's you make a fair argument. No, I'm not gonna do it though.
okay. Out of the peripheral, you swing this hammer and you're like, that didn't work as well, and you decide to stay in that position. The captain, who was already laughing at Gus's statement, continues to laugh just a little bit harder after watching you swing and miss. And he goes and squeezes between some root systems further down the path, out of your sight. Suckus, that brings us back to you.
First, I want to walk up to the corner of this table
Mm-hmm.
and can I investigate these papers?
You certainly can. With no check required, I will go ahead and allow you to pick up the papers and read what's on them. You should see something new in your journal now.
Is it the letter?
Yes. It is your action to do that. Do you have anything else you want to do on this turn?
No, that's pretty much all I planned on doing.
Okay. Then we will move to Adden while you go ahead and read that. If you have trouble reading it, let me know, and I'll go ahead and send you like what it says in a DM.
Is that an enemy?
What's that?
Is that an enemy right here?
Oh, that is definitely a goblin right there.
Hey! He's getting an arrow to face.
Hell yeah, he is. That definitely hits too. What does it look like as you come around this corner, around the roots jutting out of the ground? You see him on the other side of Succus. Like, what does this look like?
It's just the kind of already had the arrow knocked the whole time. Run around, find the seen enemy, shoot it right through the eye, and pins him into the wall
Hell
behind him.
yeah. You guys are nasty. I love it.
It's there though.
Do you have anything else you want to do on this turn?
Nope.
Okay. Then we move to Gus. Gus, you were just sitting there. You smashed this goblin's head up against the wall. You had eyes on this one that just came up. You saw Arathar run past it and try to swing with his hammer. He missed, and you're like, "Yeah, licking your chops." And this arrow comes right past your shoulder and nails this guy up against the wall. You look down further beyond the tunnel. You see more roots. You see a rock jutting out of the side. Looks like to be blocking some sort of caved-in path. There is another goblin that shot at you last turn, down the pathway in front of the hay bales on the ground. You also saw beyond that where the captain squeezed in between some roots and went out of sight. What do you do?
Did I see where he went in the roots? Okay. Can I? I wonder if that would work. So, do I need to have to be able to first sleep?
Mm-hmm.
Do I just have to, if I can target like a corner, like where the roots were?
You can target that area for sure.
Okay. It's 90 feet. I'm not sure how close I am. Hold on. I mean, I can move up first. Uneven terrain over, right?
Yeah, currently you're 60 feet away from where you saw him disappear at.
I'll go right here.
Okay.
And then, so I'll do like on the toppest part of the, or like the deepest part of the roots that I can see. I'll cast sleep.
Okay. And what's the radius on sleep?
20 feet.
20 feet. Okay. Go ahead and roll me them d8s, huh? All right. You definitely huck some arcane energy down that path, and it smashes against the trees and explodes from there. Whether or not it worked, you're not sure, but you know you tried.
That's all anyone can really do. Yeah, I'll take that roll. That's a really good roll.
That was solid.
That'll be the end of my turn.
Okay. The goblin that tried to shoot you before will do so again. Does a 17 hit?
Me?
Yes.
No.
No. Okay. Another one comes from around the corner and tries to swing with the scimitar. 14 misses. And Erithar, we move back to your turn.
Um, yeah, I'm gonna try just gonna try the run by again.
Yep. I'll give you that advantage. It's a good thing we've had advantage. That's all I'm going to say. Well, and so I assume again as you're running past this guy and you smash him, you just kind of backhand with the warhammer as you're going past, like side swipe, like kind of try to knock him almost behind you as you're running past him. Am I picturing this right?
Well, I am left-handed, so I would be.
Ooh, okay.
It would be like a line or a running back spin move as
Ooh.
I go by this person, just
Okay.
clocking him with the left,
A
as I
little,
spin around.
yeah, a little like pirouette, sort of, kind of just. I have to use my left hand to hold my push to talk button, but yeah, you know what
Yep.
I mean.
Yep.
I like it. Goblin blood sprays across Gus's face as you smash this guy right in the head. As you spin by, do you have more movement or a bonus action you want to use?
I have 5 feet left, and I do not have a bonus action, but I'm gonna yell as loud as I can. They're escaping.
Okay. As you enter into this room, you see some hay beds laid out amongst the floor, as well as a giant pile of clothes over in the corner. Everybody does hear Erithar yell, "They're escaping." Succus, you now have had time to read that note.
Yep.
And it is your turn. What do you do? Do you take the note? Do you leave it there?
Oh yeah, no, I'm definitely taking the note.
Cool.
I'm gonna try catching up to Erithar.
Okay. As you enter into the hallway, you see he's pretty far down there.
I'll go ahead and dash, catch up to him.
Okay. Any bonus action for you?
No.
No? Okay. Then we move to Adden. Adden, you see Succus just barreling past you.
Is that a guy right there?
You know that's a guy right there. He does have partial cover, but he is there. 100.
Is that a goblin?
That is a goblin.
I want to try something a little risque.
I'm here for risque.
I'm gonna dash. To there.
Okay.
And that'd be it.
Okay. Then we move to Gus.
Okay. So I'm gonna. Does anybody want extra 10 feet of movement to try to catch up with these guys?
That might be helpful for me. But I don't know if you want to have Aerthar get up there first either.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. Was Aerthar?
Yeah, do that. Do that. That's fine. I can do things from range. He can't really as much.
Okay, I'm gonna use my bonus action Fey Gift
Okay.
to give myself and Aethar extra 10 feet of movement until my next turn.
All right.
So hold on. So I was here. Can I hit this guy from right here?
You can.
All right, I'll swing at him.
Unfortunately, an 8 is not going to do it as you smash some bark off the roots of the trees. He's kind of ducked in between.
We're coming for you.
That's creepy as hell. He, however,
I need roll HP too.
takes his bow, sees the weakened people coming after him. And Adden, you're the closest. Does an 11 hit?
It does not.
He tries to take a shot at you. With his bonus action, he disengages using his nimble escape. And gets to there. Gus, you can still see you guys see my little drawing on the map, right? The green.
Yep.
That is uneven terrain, so to go through is double movement. We move to Aerthar.
There's 40.
You get to right there.
Can I get a 15-foot cone, please?
Ooh, a 15-foot cone, huh?
Yeah.
A little dragon's breath coming.
Yep.
What is your dragon's breath, if I may?
Uh,
Is it fire from you being brass?
I am Topaz is necrotic.
Oh.
Because I am Gem Dragonborn. Dex save of 13.
I'm gonna real quick make you a thing. You said a dex save of what?
13.
That is a 13.
Well, still takes half.
Okay, so he takes 2 points of damage. As you spew this necrotic filth down into the path. Is it okay that I call it filth?
Absolutely not.
Okay. Well, what does it look like as you breath weapon down into this path? You tell me.
It looks really, really cool.
Looks really, really cool. Perfect.
Really intimidating. Yep. That's what we're going to go
Okay. Well, will you do me a favor? I'm going to delete this token here, and while I move on, will you pull yours that I put in your journal out and just kind of play with it and see how it works?
Okay.
Suckus, we move back to you. Casey, if you press Alt while you like rotate, you can hold it in place without like aligning it to the grid.
Is there any terrain restrictions going through these routes?
Yes, where the green rectangle is, that's double movement.
Gotcha. Right where I stepped into. Perfect.
Yes.
Well, I guess I will get right behind Aerthar.
Okay.
And yeah, I'll just I'll go back to holding an attack action
Okay.
for me.
Adden, we move down to you.
So
Alright.
am I at 15 feet right now?
You move.
I moved 10 to get to here, and 15 to get to there. I haven't moved in it yet.
So to move into that space is also
Okay, so
Yeah.
I'm at 20 already.
yes.
Damn narrow passages.
Oh, is that a guy?
That is a guy.
Some guy wasn't playing with his fucking effect. Sorry. Blocking all the enemies.
Now you know how it feels.
Uh, 16 hit.
With the partial cover of your allies in the way, no, it does not.
Mm. All right.
That's it for you? No bonus action or anything?
I can't really move in piss else.
All right, then we go to Gus.
All right, I'll start pushing my way in.
That's 30 feet right there.
Yep. Uh, I think I'll just cast Sacred Flame. So dex save of 15.
Okay. Yep, that's not going to do it. 3 points of damage. This guy is just taking hits. He's the most hardy goblin you guys have ever seen in your life.
And that's all I got.
He has his short bow brandished, and he will use it to try to take a shot at you there, Gus. Does a 17 hit?
Nope.
So he takes the shot, and he takes an opportunity to move. Arithar, you are hot on his trail. He has moved around a corner. You got your homies around you. What are you going to do?
I'm gonna dash.
Okay.
And I'm gonna swing right in. I mean, not swing my weapon, but run around him and get in front of him.
Okay. Okay. As you come to that T in the road, you look to your right, and you see bloody skeletons. You look to your left, and you see a caved-in passageway before you flip 180 degrees and face down against the goblin running forward.
I don't have a bonus action, so that'll be my turn.
Okay. Succus, we come to you.
So it'll be double to move out of this square, right?
Yes.
Go ahead and get up to the corner. That's 40. I'm going to risk it. I'm going to go ahead and dash and get to this corner.
Okay.
Kind of see that Arithar looks like he's trying to hold a line. So try to cut off another path.
Yeah. Yeah, you come up and just like I told Arathar, from on one side you see the mess of skeletons and blood dragged across the ground. On the other side, you see roots in a narrow passage with a caved in end. The goblin stands before the two of you. Adden, that brings us to you.
All right, so it's gonna be 10 feet there, 15 to get out.
No, 20 to get out.
Cool. End of my turn. No, I'm gonna dash.
Okay.
I'll do that.
Gus,
Hello.
you're up.
I'll just Sacred Flame this dude again.
Okay. Dex save, right?
Yep.
Yep, that's a fail. Go ahead and roll damage. And that is enough to take his last 2 hit points away as he is throwing down his short bow and going for his scimitar. He drops his short bow and just stops as this flame just erupts from inside of him to the outside, and he crumples to the ground.
One remains.
Yeah, that'll do it for me.
You guys each get 175 experience points as you make your way through the wreckage of human remains to see the kittens you slayed before, followed by the opening in which you guys came into the cave and the stairs just to the right. You guys feel free to explore the map around as you see fit, but you have cleared the area out.
Damn, we let the leader get away.
The leader did get away. However, Succus, you have a bit of information.
Yeah, I was gonna pose a question to Arathar of asking him like about alabasters. Um, it, like questioning him again on his history or running, with them. Of are they of good reputation?
Their reputation is good. As far as my involvement with them, going into their shop in Wellgrove was my first time interacting with an Alabasters. All I know is that they're well acquainted with the Orzov Church and the bank.
Gotcha. You might want to look at this.
Do you hand him the letter?
Yeah, I'll hand it to him.
Did we say if I roll below a 10, I lose my arrows or half my arrows?
Half.
Okay. So I shot 7, so do I get 3 back?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Can I get my spear back?
Yeah, you can go collect your spear that we said was on the ground.
I think that room is where we would all like to be.
Yeah, go ahead. Walk your tokens on back there. Arathar, you have a new thing in your journal.
Is this just clothes? Is that what that is?
It does appear to just be a pile of clothes. If you'd like to investigate it, you can go ahead and roll an investigation. Yeah, it it appears to just be clothes. There's a lot of them.
Would you guys like to short rest while we do this?
If that's an option, sure.
I would like to.
You can certainly try to take a short rest if you so choose.
I'm in the wrong room. Whoops.
Yeah, I'll sit at this table.
Arathar, as you can read the letter, right? I don't need to like send you any.
Right. Yeah.
anything.
Yeah.
How do you feel as you're reading the words on the letter?
Quite concerned. Quite concerned indeed.
I assume the rest of the party looks at you while you are reading the letter. What's the expression on Arathar's face as you move on to the third paragraph and towards the end of the letter?
Um, I mean, well, I don't really have a history with him or nothing, but I know that Orzov is crooked, and so I guess I should have expected this too.
So,
Or what this is implying.
so the expression on your face is one of what? Disappointment.
First starts off as concern and then disappointment. Yeah.
Okay. As Suckus, you've read the letter.
Yes.
You knew of the connection. You pass the letter off and see the disappointment on his face. You look around the room. Gus and Adden. Gus, it looks like you're kind of messing with the cage and the pup some more. Am I correct on that assumption?
Yeah.
As you turn around, you see kind of a look of disappointment on Arathar's face. What do you say at that point?
Arathar, you look a little worried, a little troubled. What's the letter say?
Here, read it for yourself.
Adden, as you see Arathar hand the letter over to Gus, do you chime in at all?
Yeah. I mean, can we just say what's on it? Maybe hand it out to you?
I mean, yeah, I can just set it on the table and have people just read it.
The letter is on the table. On top and bottom is the Alabasters Incorporated. What is that called? The letterhead. Stated at the top, Miravold. It comes as wonderful news to hear that you wish to aid us in our expansion into the wild lands of the towering timberland. We hope that your struggle with the Blinky Piners will be aided by the goods you procure through our group's arrangement. Of course, after our agreed period of blowover, we would be happy to purchase any of these goods at your local alabasters. Enclosed is the initial funds offered for materials requested. Thank you again for reaching out and offering your services in these trying times. Best wishes. Best wishes. Vosro Ritzbala. Community Outreach Department. Alabasters Incorporated. Established 412.
You want a shot? Do you want to go down?
We need to inform the mayor.
I would agree.
And do what?
Well, if it's not just this one person at Alabasters that's doing this, and it's all of Alabasters, then we might be met with resistance.
I think we have to proceed with caution, though.
Yeah, but
And this is one small town out in the wilds versus who knows what.
Do we know? This is kind of like for you, Randy, as well, but also pitch
Mhm.
to the group. But do we know if Alabasters was a deal marked with the town, or I forgot how they set up shop? I know it seemed like the guy signed it over or whatever.
Uh,
The previous shopkeep.
the town itself is kind of a mixed bag when it comes to the opinion of alabasters. Uh, I mean, think of it as a Walmart moving into a small town. Anybody that was running a shop in that town is going to be pissed that Walmart came in and was like, hey, buy the same shit for half the cost. But anybody that was just a normal citizen would be like, instead of going to the hardware store, I can go get a hammer for 2 cents. Like, this is dope. So it's kind of a mixed bag as far as the community is concerned, where it comes to um, alabasters. Um, Allie is hollering at me real quick. So I'm going to give you guys a moment to kind of talk about what you want to do and what that looks like while I go see what she's doing. We'll go ahead and we'll call this a 5-minute break as well. So you guys can go to the bathroom, grab a drink or whatever, and we'll come back and we'll finish up tonight's session after that. Does that sound good to you guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you guys for hanging in there and watching with us real quick. If you haven't already, follow us on Instagram, dungeon_oasis. If you're watching this later on YouTube, don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you're watching it here now on Twitch, we appreciate you and we thank you, and we will be right back. Welcome back, everybody. Let's see. Excuse me. I apologize.
So, like right now, I have like five
Oh.
missions I can send out. I only ever send out 2 because it uses your crew. So, as all your good crew goes out to up the percentage of the mission for like the rewards and all that stuff.
Is everybody back?
I
Haven't
am.
heard.
Yep.
All right. So let's dive back in here. Just a quick recap as to what to get everybody back in the mode here. Alabasters just moved into Wellgrove. Some people love it, some people hate it. You guys just found out that Alabasters was actually responsible for the goods and things going missing in Wellgrove. As far as the general store owner goes, he had no stake in you guys coming out here to figure out what was going on. The Picker brothers hired you to come out here. You guys have 100% found the Picker brothers' goods out here in this cavern. There's plenty of other goods here as well that you guys have passive insights high enough to understand that these goods that are here were supposed to go to the general store. This is why he was unable to pay his bill and lost his store to Alabasters. You guys know that this was a hideout of HBG, the Hidden Bush Gang. You know that from the letter, they are having a problem with another group that you guys have never heard of called the Blinky Piners. You do see Gus in particular, this caged animal. What's kind of I'm going to ask what's running through everybody's minds real quick as these things kind of click in your head, starting with Gus. Gus, you saw this dog to begin with, and you were interested in the cage, and you know that it's got a magical lock on it from your Arcana check earlier, and your initial interaction with the dog, the puppy, was positive. As you hear this letter being read aloud, what's running through your head right now?
I guess anger. that like this huge, store is trying to come to my city and do it maliciously, like, trying to screw the people in our town to get themselves up and running.
Sure.
And I'm already like not liking them anyways, since it's something new in our little our little city in the woods.
Completely understandable.
And then on top of that, they have this trapped animal here. So I just yeah, I'm just very, very enraged.
Roll me a history check, would you please? Okay. Roll me a uh roll me a let's see. We failed that history check. Hard.
Can actually hold on. Can I have hold on. I have Fortune of the Many,
Okay.
so I can at least add +3. So I don't know if it'll help, but
A +3 unfortunately will still not get you to a 10. So
can I guidance myself? Hold on, does that work? Hold on. Is it considered an
well
ability check?
what
I guess I would do that before. Sorry, go.
Yeah, so yeah, what I'm asking is kind of like what's going through your immediate mind right now as you're going through that. Um, the history check was determined if you could find out what this animal actually was, um, and you're unaware. Um, you still know that it is an animal, a small puppy, and you're like, this is some bullshit. Um, they have this thing trapped up in here. But I hear what you said, and I hear what's going through your mind right now. Um, I'm going to ask you to hold on to that as I move on. And once we start the conversation up between everybody, just kind of keep that fresh.
Okay.
Suckus, you were the first one to read that letter. I'm going to ask, what were your initial thoughts as you read it?
That it seemed very convenient, given with what was going on, and
Sure.
initially, yeah, while reading that during like the whole pursuing,
Mm-hmm.
um, was torn between possibly trying to get Erthar's attention, but instead just letting it play out.
And seeing Arathar's reaction after you passed him the letter, and he read it before laying it down on the table. What was kind of running through your mind as you passed that off and watched his reaction go from one of like understanding and like yeah, and to being like oh oh shit? What was running through your mind at that point?
Um, just I I had a feeling that he wasn't too like acquainted with them or anything. That he was just like he knew of them or whatever. But I think it just reaffirmed that letting letting him pursue and us stopping as many as we could was probably the right call, rather than trying to stop that short.
Okay. Okay. Uh, Adam, you have a relationship not so much with the city itself, uh, but with someone sworn to, um, kind of be the relations between the city and the Fae. You from my understanding, could kind of care less about what the inner workings of the city you're staying at has going on, as long as the connection to your sister and your father, uh, as long as that connection is still strong, there it really doesn't matter what the politics of this city this town has going on. Am I correct in that assumption?
Yeah, for the most part, I'd say my primary concern is the the emotions and the irrational thinking of men,
Okay.
and putting this out there, what that brings to this town and what that brings to the Fae.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm concerned about how we handle this information. Um, Not so much that I care one way about. Yeah, I don't necessarily care about the individual. I don't want innocent people dying. And I don't want the whole
Sure.
Fae and everything being fucked up by it. Don't really care about the guy's store. All right, yeah, the Alabasta side of it, that doesn't bother me. But I'm the hunter in the woods, you know. So
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
city man coming out to my area with a big force isn't something that I like to see.
Sure. Sure. Uh, so what is what it what is running through Adam's head as you're kind of reading this letter set out on the table? You obviously saw Erithar reading the letter after being handed it from Succus, and you saw like the change in demeanor as he moved from the top of the page to the bottom of the page. Um, you were obviously tending to your wounds and things like that as you guys take this short rest. Um, but what is like? Tell me what's running through Adam's head right now.
Just how we gonna handle this? The approach. Um, I don't want to do anything rash. If we do something, we should keep it on the down low as much as we can.
Totally understandable and completely rational as far as your thoughts and perspective is concerned. In my opinion, uh, Erithar, you have the really uh, unbeknownst to your friends you are adventuring with and been kind of doing work with, uh, they know that you have an association with the Orzov Syndicate. They that know that you have a connection at Alabasters. What we kind of talked a little bit about how your demeanor changed and what your emotions were, what your expression was as you read through this letter. But let's deep dive just a little bit more. What was going through your mind as you read through the letter?
mean, it's obviously a situation that I can't just go to the Orzov and solve this, right? Like they're connected. I know they're just as bad. I can't do anything with the information on that front.
Yeah, yeah.
And
You know that you have this connection with the Orzov, and you know that if they want to contact you, they will. You know that it will probably be somebody from Alabasters or with some connection to Alabasters that will contact you if that case may arise. Um, you what what was running through your mind as you read that first paragraph uh, of like, it comes as wonderful news to hear that you wish to aid us in our expansion into the wildlands of the towering timberland. We hope that your struggle with the Blinky Piners will be aided by the goods you procure through our group's arrangement. What's the thought running through your head as you read through that first paragraph?
adding, finding out who the Blinky Piners are to the to-do list.
Mm-hmm.
Finding out who they are.
Roll me an insight check real quick. 19. Hell yeah. So you know one thing for sure coming into this cave. There is a group that was responsible for the thieving of goods coming to Wellgrove, known as the Hidden Bush Gang. The Blinky Piners are, in fact, from your deduction, a rival group. With a 19, you are sure of that knowledge. That is truth in your brain.
So a rival gang, you're saying?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
For lack of a better term, they're rival groups. The HBG and the Blinky Piners are definitely two factions that are at some sort of odds with one another. Um, of course, after our agreed period of blowover, we would be happy to purchase any of these goods at your local Alabasters. Enclosed is the initial funds offered for the materials requested. In your head, you know that obviously this coin purse that he snatched off the table was these funds that Alabastard had Alabasters had given to the HBG to fund whatever it was they needed. What's kind of going through your head as you is this where you turn from understanding and reading to disappointment?
Well, it was concern because I was
Sure.
handed this thing uh, exclusively to me, So it's like, well, why is that happening? So my first expression would have been curiosity, I guess, and then concern, and then disappointment, realizing that while I know this information, there's really nothing I can do with it, and I just kind of have to wait for one of these groups to pop up again before we can do anything with them. We can't go to anybody with the knowledge we have right now, so it's just kind of shit. And on top of that, we let him go, or he escaped. So it's kind of a feeling like I lost right now.
He definitely did escape. You know that to be true. You went to the front. You went to the top of the stairs, and you looked out and saw nothing.
Were the cards still there?
What's that?
Were the carts still there?
The carts were 100% still there.
Cool.
Seeing the final lines, like, thank you again for reaching out and offering your services in these trying times. Best wishes, Fosro Gretzbala, Community Outreach Department, Alabasters Incorporated. Knowing that you have a connection with this group that has, for lack of better words, taken advantage of the people in this village, this town that you have kind of, your initial goal was to protect and kind of look over this town, make sure things are happening as they should. Seeing this letter and understanding that you have orders to kind of be the one to make sure that things are, I mean, for lack of a better term, happening as they should. Which should is, it's kind of a shame word, like it's wrong to tell someone, hey, you should have done this, like, because at that point you're shaming that person and say, well, how you did it was wrong and this is how it's supposed to be done. You are really at kind of a cornerstone right now, as to, you've been given these orders of, this is what's right, this is what we do, this is what it is. And now you're kind of getting a view of the other side of that coin. Kind of a, yeah, this is what's happening and this is how it's done. But you don't think that it's right. Am I correct in that assumption?
Oh, absolutely. I don't think it's right. I don't like. I don't trust the Orzov Syndicate. I don't trust Alabasters now, and I know that anything I do against them is going to have to be done as discreetly as possible.
Sure. So as you finish reading that letter, we already know the expression on your face, but what's really running through your mind right now? Obviously, disappointment is on the face. But what exactly are you disappointed in? You already knew coming into this that the Orzov was willing to do anything necessary to maintain its position and status. Now you're seeing it firsthand in a land that is foreign to one that you grew up in, and one that you recognize, as far as them already being in power. You're now seeing what it looks like in a distant land, and them maintaining and acquiring more power. What's running through your head?
Um, No, I would say I still feel disappointed because I wouldn't have known
Mhm.
exactly that Alabasters was crooked. I would have I would have thought that since Orzhov isn't like established here yet or is pretty new still, that maybe they just went after the biggest and the best, but that doesn't necessarily mean they're crooked too, you know.
Will you roll me an insight with advantage, please? Mm, okay.
Yep, yep. Not as I've told you, I'm distracted right now, you know.
Yeah. No, that's. I was hoping for more, but expecting less. So this is right in line with where I thought we would be. Now that we have touched on everybody's thoughts and kind of what's running through their brains right now, I'm going to open this up for discussion between you guys. Uh, Assuming you all are kind of focused on the letter and uh, what's at hand. Once again, I'm gonna turn to Gus, um, because you are the most detached from the letter and what's in front. Uh, you from the second you came into this room saw this animal over here. You're not sure what it is exactly. You just know that it is a animal in a cage. You know for sure that it is locked with some sort of arcane power, and uh, there is no reason in your mind that you can think of to have this creature locked up like this. So, what what do you say right now? Like or do you say anything as as everybody's reading this letter and kind of saying their initial thoughts and what's what are you doing right now, Gus?
I think I'm just having kind of like almost a panic attack for the caged animal.
Okay.
Like I'm kind of like, yeah, like cage. I don't do well with cages, and so I think I'm just trying to like I might even start looking around the room, like trying to find some sort of key. But
Go ahead, roll me an investigation as that's as you try to do that. There ain't no key, dog. No matter how hard you look, there ain't no key. Somebody else must have this key because it's not in this room anywhere.
yeah,
What do you say as you search through this room?
we have to find a way to get this thing out of here. We can't just leave it here. We can't. It's just gonna die. We can't just leave this thing here to die.
How do the rest of you react to Gus really caring less about what this letter says, what any of this implications have to do with the town or anything. There's an animal that needs help, and we need to do it. How do the rest of you react to that?
Um, I guess I would just kind of let out a sigh because while there's probably more important things to be discussing right now, my party member seems to be having a panic attack. So I'm going to also help look for this key if it exists.
So I'm going to ask the three of you to actually roll me history checks. Adden, you recognize that the animal within this cage is known as a blink dog. I'm going to have you, Adden, roll me an insight check. It's definitely a blink dog. Why it's here? No idea. But there's a blink dog in a cage.
Is it fair for Hmm.
You can use that knowledge and say to the rest of your party whatever it is you want. As far as right now is concerned, none of them have any idea what this creature is and what any possible relation this might have.
That's a blink dog. Not sure if it's related to the Jane, but it's a blink dog.
Gus, go ahead and roll me an insight. As you are most...
Are we sure?
Yes, as you are most worried about this pup. All of a sudden, it clicks. Blink dog. Blinky Piners.
Oh,
It's locked up here.
They stole their mascot.
You have a sneaky suspicion, everybody does now at this point, as these connections are being, the dot to dot is being connected. Like, you had number one, you had number two, you had number three, you had number four. Everything's coming full circle. The Hidden Bush Gang has these displacer beasts as their mascots. And the Blinky Piners have blink dogs that work for them, or that they are their pets. Adden and Succus, being from the Fae, you guys know, and it all now clicks. Blink dogs and displacer beasts are like dogs and cats to the material plane. They both hold properties in which they kind of phase in and out of reality itself, and are there for, I mean, I keep using this term, but for lack of a better word, they are natural rivals. So it only makes sense that in the material plane, these two groups, one of which uses a displacer beast, trains them, whether they house them, whatever it is, it's all kind of connecting together that the Blinky Piners, this is one of theirs.
I want cast speech of animals.
Okay. We did bless the dice for real, though.
Hey there, buddy.
Hello.
How long you been here?
Well, I don't know. I just opened my eyes a couple days ago, and I've been, I've been getting. I remember my mom, and then uh, I I I was sleeping after I ate, and I uh, I went to sleep, and I woke up being tossed around, and I was in this dark place. I I don't know. Uh, I don't know how long I've been here. It's been so dark, so so dark.
With your mom, did you guys have friends?
Friends, friends.
Like like people?
Oh, like like things like you.
Yeah, like us.
Well, yeah, there was there was a there was there's a couple, a couple. I think.
Did they take care of you?
Oh well, I, my my mom took care of me, but they my mom looked at them like they were friends, like they were friends. Uh-huh. They 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 brought her food and made sure that she was safe. At least that's what it looked like.
If we got you out of here, could you take us to them?
Oh, could you get me out of here? I'd really like to get out of here. I I I I I feel like I can almost smell them.
I think we can get you out.
Oh, really? And his ears perk up, and the tail behind him kind of comes out from underneath, and you can see the tip of it just kind of like tapping the ground, like.
Uh, Andrew knows what blink dogs do. Does
Mhm.
Adin know what blink dogs do?
I don't think he does. You
Well,
can
then,
you because you go ahead, roll me another history check. You totally know what blink dogs do.
can you jump out? Can you blink to me?
So, oh, well, let me try. And then it like closes its eyes and stands up and shakes off real quick from the head to the shoulders to the tail, and it pow and smacks into the cage. Ow! Oh! Ow! Ow! Oh! Ow!
Okay.
Ow! Oh!
Sorry, I kind of expected that, but I want to try it.
Ow! Ow!
Okay.
I want
We're
my
gonna try
mom.
breaking you out a different way. If I place my hand on one of the bars,
Mm-hmm.
what happens?
You definitely feel some sort of energy emanating from the cage.
Guys, I think the cage is made just to hold him in. I don't know if it would hurt us.
It definitely doesn't hurt you as you touch the cage.
I don't know if one of you strong folks want to try to break it.
Let me give it a go.
Also, he can take us to the gain if we can get him out.
Go ahead, make me a strength check. What does this look like as you try to what do you try to do?
I'm just gonna try to spread them apart. Grab one each and just pull apart. Try to
As
open up a hole.
as your hands are on it, you feel like they're bending. You like close your eyes, you try to pull them apart. You feel a the bars themselves are bending. As you like open your eyes, you see that there's like an energy surrounding your hands, and your hands are in the same place they once started. They're You should be able to bend these bars, but they're not moving.
Can we try to grab these pickaxes and shovels and try to dig under the cell or the cage?
You certainly can.
Do either of you or any of you have thieves' tools?
Do not.
I don't.
Can I look around the general goods store and see if there's thieves' tools?
Yeah, roll me an investigation.
That'd be awfully convenient.
But a scroll of dispel magic. Got one of those around?
Yeah, one of those.
You can roll me an investigation too if you want.
Mm.
Arathar, you already investigated. So unfortunately, I can't count that.
Oh, I thought you were saying that to me. Just now.
No, I meant Gus. I meant Gus.
Oh, me?
Gus
Oh, rip.
Gus already been already been investigating around.
Oh, I did, didn't I? Yeah.
You did.
Oh, the last one was in that one too.
It was. Arathar, as you're going around, you don't find any scrolls. Uh However, uh Gus, you are able to determine that there is no bottom to this cage. And using the tools in the room with the appropriate amount of time, you would be able to dig underneath the cage.
All right, guys, everybody, grab a shovel, grab a pickaxe.
Did I find thieves' tools?
There, you did not find any thieves' tools. Like as far as like a set of thieves' tools goes, there is random things such as like knives and like sewing needles and random goods that would be sold at a general store, adventuring gear, if you will, um, throughout the boxes and things like that. But as far as a set of thieves' tools, uh, no.
With the knives and needles, is there anything that I could attempt to try to pick a lock on the cage with?
You can. You'll have to do it with disadvantage.
So I am proficient in thieves' tools. So I don't know if that helps at all.
Yeah, without having actual thieves' tools, you'll still have disadvantage.
Can I
But
add my proficiency bonus though?
yeah, no. So you can certainly, yeah, sleight of hand, proficiency bonus.
Can
What?
I guidance that and help?
You can definitely guidance it, yeah.
Yeah, you can guidance it for sure. Um, as you're the one suggesting that they dig under the thing. I'm not going to allow you to help, but you can definitely guidance what he's doing.
Because he said sleight of hand plus proficiency bonus, right?
Yeah, if you're not already proficient in sleight of hand, then yeah,
Okay. So
or just a dex. What I mean,
yeah, I think it's usually dex plus proficiency,
yeah,
but it's the same. So I'm not proficient in sleight of hand, so
okay.
still technically. Okay, I'm gonna do this, and then it adds a +2 but it's to be a disadvantage, and then I'm gonna do a D4.
Okay.
So that'd be
So-
15.
15 and then a D4. So go ahead and roll that D4.
So an 18.
18. Unfortunately, 18 is not enough to break the arcane lock that is holding this door closed.
Yeah, I feel like I had it almost.
You were
And then I
you
need
were
to go.
you were very close, very close.
Damn.
As Gus is like, yep, like, okay, you tried. Let's get these tools. Let's start digging. You guys hear a coming from the north. And that is where we're going to end tonight's session. Dun dun dun.
Something else just looking to die. I mean, that does it see the trail of bodies that we left in throughout this entire cave?
It
Wants
definitely
to fucks with us.
it definitely sees a trail of bodies. Go ahead, roll. You know what? All of you guys, last rolls of the night, roll me insight checks.
I ain't paying attention. I probably didn't even hear it.
Gus, the sound you hear echoing through, it sounds exactly like a displacer beast, but a big one. Like, in your head, you're like, oh yeah, we got the mom, we got the kids. Uh-oh, dad's home.
Take faster.
And that is where we're going to that's where we're going to end tonight. Because yeah, we definitely, it's 1:27 a.m. We don't have time to get into another battle and do that whole thing. You guys did get your short rest in. You guys are as healthy as can be. But
It's just gonna be another dead kitty. It's fine.
It's not quite finished yet.
Clean this up in 15 minutes.
I hope you guys can. It's not my goal to kill everybody, despite popular opinion.
Yeah, it's debatable.
Despite reality?
Hey,
Yeah,
hey,
it's-
hey,
Yep.
hey. You know what? I appreciate you guys.
To be fair, I've only died once, so it's not that bad for me.
That's
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
that's
fine
fair.
because I like this group better.
You guys are 100% aware that there is two ways in and out of this cave system that you're in. You guys do know for sure that the person in charge got away. You guys knew coming in that you killed 2 kittens and an adult displacer beast, and it only makes sense that the other parent is coming home now.
Wants to join its family.
Maybe it does. But maybe it wants to make sure whoever slayed its entire family pays the price.
Nah.
Yeah,
Nah.
I'd rather not. Yeah. No thanks.
I mean, despite popular belief, I am cheering for you guys, and I hope you all make it through the next battle.
We've probably been through worse.
You 100% have been through worse. I know for a fact that I have put you guys up against way worse shit than what's coming next. We're not even rolling initiative or anything right now. You know, you guys have an opportunity to really attack this in the best way possible. But we will. What? No, no, no. I mean, you, you, I
Are
hear
you
you.
sure?
I hear you. I see you. And you know,
I'm the only person next to him, so
Technically, he said we're not in initiative yet.
no, we're not.
So you can totally do that. Yeah.
yeah, that's how we're
I'm
starting.
I'm
next
just
Yeah,
I'm just putting it
that's
out
that
so we
is
have it in chat.
so. Yeah, no. Next session we will start with the row 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 and Gus being like, "Oh shit," as he got the high insight and was like, "Yep, I'm gonna vigilant bless somebody." So that is where we will start the next session. You know, as always, you already know I appreciate the hell out of you guys that come here and kick it with me every Saturday and keep playing this gosh darn game with me. And personally, I love how this is going. I love the attachment that you guys, that Arathar in particular, has to what, like, kind of the strings that are being pulled. There's some puppeteering going on, and there's some, you know, other things happening, along with the uh, problems in the forest that some of the rest of you are attached to. And uh, I think that this campaign, this is episode 4, and I think that this campaign in particular is really shaping up into something that can really be uh, a lot of fun. So, yeah, thank you guys for letting me uh, do what it is that I do, and taking the challenges that are in front of you and facing them head on, and reacting and explaining how it is your characters are feeling and expressions and things like that. Um, like I said, I think this has a lot of potential to be a really fun game going forward with multiple layers and really bringing the whole world full circle and to life. Um,
Can't wait for it.
I always can't wait to come back, and I don't want to rip off Critical Role at all, but like, is it Saturday yet? Like, this is it's my favorite day of the week, and you guys make it that way. So I always get mushy at the end. So if you don't like it, I don't even care. You guys are dope. Everybody watching online is dope. If you like what we do and you want to hang out with us, join us on Discord. If you like memes and just random shit, follow us on Instagram, dungeon_oasis. If you really, 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 really like what we do, always check us out on Patreon, patreon.com/Dungeon Oasis. Helps us buy new books. It helps us buy new materials to put on maps and all that stuff that comes along with it. TPKs used to be so bad that we called this stream TPK Saturday. Fuck. I am a murderer, guys, huh?
I mean, it's
Well,
happened lots.
It's only happened once.
I only TPK'd him once. I TPK'd him
I'm
once.
talking about just murders in general.
Oh, man.
I mean,
You've killed 2 people 3 times each. Like,
you know what they say.
Huh?
Because I've only died once.
It's true.
You just gotta get good.
You know, you gotta get good. You gotta get good. If you want to get good, join our Discord. If you want to get better and make funny jokes, join us on Instagram. If you want to support us getting gooder, Patreon. You guys rock. If you're watching this later on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe. For now, y'all are dope as fuck. Say bye, guys.
see you.
Bye.
Hi, guys.
bye.